It's Week 13 of the 2025 season, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bears and the Browns, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Fun times in Cleveland ahead as we join you by the Lakeshore here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Cleveland. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On play action, here's Williams. A throw left side, taken in by Komet. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And again, back to Komet. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. To the air, Williams. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down. You look at this Browns defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
3rd and 4. To throw, Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Once again, it's Swift. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll go play action here with Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So here comes the Browns offense with a long field ahead. Leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Miami.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 12 carries, 90 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Here's a 2nd and 7. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll look to throw again.
Catch is made by Harry. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he will have the Bears' 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. To throw, it's Williams. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. They run out of the gun with Swift. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Looking to throw is Williams. To the right side, and he's got more complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Williams. Got an open man. It's Scott. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Herbert. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2nd and goal from the 1. Swift will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Second down and 6 now.
In motion, the tight end. Back to throw again. He's got Njoku over the middle. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Credit Jaquan Brisker. He got a hand on that and knocked it free.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
From the gun, here's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing is Williams. And he'll get this complete downfield to Kmet. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
To the air once more. Williams. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning three safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Williams now throwing after the interception.
And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Williams operating from the gun.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They'll throw now on the final play. They set up the screen to Chubb. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. Drake May has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, They'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 8. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. He'll drop to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Jones breaking from the contact. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
The slot man in motion right. To throw, Williams. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Scott. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8. To the air, Williams. And pass complete to Moore. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Swift going to try up the middle. Now they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Finding Moore on the out route for the completion. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8. Back to throw here. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Ford. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They give to Chubb out of the gun. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his 1st season in the NFL. A lot of rookies will try and force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Looking to throw is Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Komet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Here's Williams.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw, it's Williams.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Williams. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
A throw left side taken in by Komet.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
From the gun, here's Williams.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline, there's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
Santos' kick is up and through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And now the Browns coming out on the field.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
They begin this drive with Chubb powering forward. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They'll come up first and 10 here. Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Back to throw. Williams gets this to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. Third down. Throwing is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
They'll look to throw. Finding Harry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. That's going to be caught by Judy. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now 2nd and 4. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, If the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns set to take over. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Now a first throw here in overtime.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now back to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 10-yard line.
They'll set up to throw.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Back to throw again. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
So it's a win here for the Cleveland Browns, and it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for the Browns, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.